Alrighty. We got 7-Eleven is reinventing its $17 billion food business to be more Japanese. Wall Street Journal, The Economics of. All right, let me see this. What is 7-Eleven trying to do? Trying to reinvent the wheel?
Rice balls.
Look at that. Michelin type of ramen.
Collaborations with famous restaurants like Santoka. Milk tea. This is 7-Eleven.
Oh,
In Japan. But in the US, the company is more known for Slurpees and hot dogs.
yeah, that is literally it. Like, what you said, what the 7-Eleven that was with all the rice balls and shit, I was like, oh, okay, I guess they can just have that there. Okay. But yeah, this is like more akin to what I've seen in the past. And honestly, I've never actually gotten one of these fucking hot dogs because I'm not a real big fan of just picking up. Like, no, I've gotten this once and I was like desperately hungry, driving down the road, doing like some long ass trip. And I was like, fuck it. Why not? And god damn it, did I regret every single little hot dog. I tried one of these little doodads. I tried each little hot dog. I was like, why the fuck not? And yeah, I wasn't surprised. Yeah, it tastes like it was sitting there spinning the entire fucking day.
It's just not as appealing. My perception is people go in there when they need to.
Yeah.
The world's largest convenience store chain has over 13,000 locations in North America alone and made over $72 billion in sales.
Holy shit. 7-Eleven is killing it, dude. Well, this is probably like with gas. Gas is included with this, so that's understandable.
Last year. But now, it's working to bring more Japanese inspiration to its American stores. Convenience stores have historically made their money selling tobacco and gas.
Yeah.
But now, as cigarette sales continue to decline, and many expect gas sales to slow,
Yep. That's true. Every day, more and more, I see more Teslas on the road, more hybrids on the road. I mean, I don't got one of those because I don't got the money for that shit yet. But I mean, even then, it's just what I've seen. It's just what I observe. Less people smoke, less people. Well, I don't know. I live in like a southern state, so I still see trucks left and right. So if it's not gas, it's diesel. All right, so
are racing to find other sources of revenue and doubling down on food. But shifting a business this massive is a major undertaking. This is the economics of 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven started as an American company, but it went bankrupt twice.
oh shit.
Once in 1932 during the Great Depression, and again in 1990 as it struggled with debts.
7-Eleven is now owned by a Japanese company, 7&I Holdings.
A majority stake was bought by Ito Yokado, a Japanese supermarket chain that had been operating 7-Eleven stores in Japan for more than a decade. From the beginning, the Japanese owners said American 7-Eleven, but
Stores must adopt system or die, Japanese CEO says.
both its central operations and its franchises had a lot of catching up to do.
The Japanese model was a lot more data-driven. They would pore over what sold well at what time of day, break it down by gender and age, and use that to inform their next order decision.
Oh, we got some analytics about what type of food is being sold to a certain audience. Oh my God. Stuff has been broken down by gender. How dare they break the gender down? I think good. This is a good decision 7-Eleven's making, because right now, like, I don't even want to stop inside a 7-Eleven if I'm traveling. And like, the only reason I'll stop at a 7-Eleven is if it's like one of those big ass ones. Like, you can just tell, like, it's gigantic. Maybe there's like a little thing, you order food or something inside. Those are the only ones I want to stop in. You know, the little regular ass ones where you got the little hot dogs and little whatever those other things were spinning. That's not appealing. All right. You can see the fucking hot dog glistening with the grease. I'm just like, ugh, no, thank you. Jesus Christ.
The American system just wasn't as sophisticated as that.
There were some major differences between US and Japanese 7-Elevens. The US stores were typically larger and attached to gas stations.
Mm-hmm.
The Japanese stores didn't sell gas, but had a much wider array of fresh food.
And that's the key. I think, you know, you'll have like some audience of people that still will buy this type of food, but I think if the opportunity presents itself and people would choose to have like some sort of decent, like good tasting fresh food, people will choose it versus like a pizza that's been sitting in like the little hot box for umpteen hours, or some little fried chicken doodads that have been sitting in the hot box for how many, God knows how many hours.
Japanese stores only stocked items that would sell quickly. They had a proprietary distribution system that made multiple shipments to stores every day. Orders were customized by store based on sales data, demographic trends,
Ooh.
and local weather forecasts. American 7-Eleven stores were getting 2 deliveries per week. And
Oh, dang.
some items were never being purchased. When American operators
Well, what, this stuff? Like laundry detergent, cleaning stuff, dog food, and tape?
began counting items in their stores, some found that 40% of their products were selling less than 1 unit per month.
Oh, okay. So that's at least half of the bullshit in there wasn't even selling. Okay, 7-Eleven is actually learning. This is good.
Now, American 7-Eleven has its own distribution system, where franchises place orders every day based on company recommendations of what's selling nationally and regionally, and their own store data.
They're making decisions every single day on what they're going to order based on what they understand the customer wants to purchase.
Bro, I never see anybody ordering these things. Fucking Takis. I don't even know if I said it right. Takis? I never see anybody eat this shit, dude. This shit is always stacked up perfectly. Nothing is missing. Ditch this shit, dude.
What new items are going to be made available?
One of the most interesting lessons that we've learned from 7-Eleven Japan is their approach to operations and to retailing, which they call Tappen Kanri. And Tappen Kanri is basically this idea that
What?
we localize our assortment to the needs of customers. We actually help our
Oh. What a crazy idea. Figure out what people are buying, figure out what people want, and then just give it to them. There's nothing forced. There's nothing behind any of the decisions. Oh, eat this dog shit fucking greasy burger, this greasy ass pizza, these soaked in grease chicken tenders. All right, because we want you to. All right, well, if people aren't buying it, I mean, what are you going to do? You can't shove that shit down people's throats. You can't force them to buy it. I don't care how many fucking little spinning signs that you can put up and like try to market this food to be like, oh, it's made fresh every fucking hour or whatever. It's like, nah, I'll pass.
stores localize their assortment so that they have the right balance of a consistent assortment of products that consumers and customers would expect to see nationally, as well as items in the assortment that are perfectly appropriate for a given store's location.
This is especially important when it comes to food. 7-Eleven Japan is known for its wide array of meal options.
Ooh.
You're not going to believe the choice of food in a convenience store.
American 7-Eleven also has a big food and beverage business. In total, it sold over $17 billion of food last year.
Okay, that's a lot of fucking food. That is a lot of food. And these are all like the hot boxes I'm talking about, like oven baked pizza. Okay, dude. we've got what's hot, what are these like little sliders, little burgers. And this isn't like the worst thing in the world, but eh. That's just my like a hot box full of fried chicken and like potato wedges up here. I don't even know what these are. What are these, like quesadillas? Like, I'm not hating on the food, but I'm just like, it's like survival food, man. It's like, what can you honestly expect from a convenience store? It's like if I'm going in, it's like maybe everything's a maybe to me. Like a random ass burger, random pizza, potato wedge chicken thing, quesadilla. Like nothing's jumping out at me.
About 24% of its overall sales. That included 315 million cups of coffee, 153 million Slurpees, and 99 million slices of pizza. But next year,
Dang.
it hopes to make 1/3 of its sales from store brand goods, including food.
Store brand? 7-Eleven has its own brand of food? Oh my god. That I know that is just screaming quality to me. Oh my god, have you tried the 7-Eleven brand chips? Oh my god, those shits beat Doritos out every day of the week. They beat the shit out of Lay's, shit out of Pringles. Bro. I don't know about that. I mean, yeah, sure, it's great for like competition and shit, but like I would question the quality of the brand of 7-Eleven.
Up from less than 1/4 in 2022. That's particularly important given shifts in the convenience store industry.
So if you think about what convenience stores sell, there's fuel, there's tobacco products, and there's food and snacks. Gas is already a low margin business, and it's at risk long term if electric vehicle adoption increases over time. Tobacco, very profitable, but people are smoking less. Food, though, is a category where demand just isn't going away. So for convenience stores, it makes sense that they would want to double down on that.
Good.
7-Eleven currently has 17 so-called commissaries around the country that make food for all of its U.S. locations. Now, it's working on upgrading them. It's partnering with Warabeya, a supplier for 7-Eleven Japan, to spearhead the effort. Warabeya's new factories in Hawaii, Texas, and Virginia can make a wider and more localized range of food than 7-Eleven has been able to stock in the past.
Things like being able to cook rice en masse, new protein capabilities, all which help 7-Eleven introduce new types of products in the food area to our customers. We recently launched a product that's a spicy miso ramen soup, not something you would typically think about just being sold at a 7-Eleven.
It's adding a lot of items to its menu. The main
This is a good idea that they're doing. I am probably more likely to just go over here now and pick up like, I don't know, some wrap, or I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what these are, but at least I'll go over there and see what's up.
main question is how many customers will buy them? And this is where data comes into the question.
When customers come into our stores, they're in an immediate consumption mindset.
Capitalizing on
Yeah, I'm already primed and willing to spend money. You just need to guide me along so that I can like make the easiest fucking decision of my life to figure out, oh, I'm just gonna go get that. That's like a go-to item or something like that. For like the longest time, whenever I was in school, I would be like surviving for like breakfast on those Wawa breakfast bowls, or the Wawa little burrito things where it was like chicken and vegetables inside like a burrito thing, and like it was like pretty heavy sometimes, and it was just like an easy layup because like I'm like slightly health conscious, but I know that's like not the norm for most people. But you know, if the option is there, at least let them make the decision themselves instead of just offering up whatever is easiest. You know, the dog slop that is like pizza, chicken tender, burger, spinning hot dog.
this is a key priority for the company, and it plans to use its massive data operation to do it. American 7-Elevens monitor daily sales, and for loyalty members, they collect demographic information on who's buying what. The
All right.
company's loyalty program has 95 million members. Building on that, the company's investing in targeted advertising on screens and TVs throughout stores.
Ah.
That's to spur impulse buys.
Targeted ads. We are truly living in the future. How does this even work? Like, there's like TVs and like little screens everywhere. So I walk up, like, how does this thing like sense that I am near the thing? Like, do I have like a key fob or a little piece of plastic? It's like, oh, this guy come up. Oh, what's his data? Okay, show him some fucking Red Bull. This motherfucker slams Red Bulls. Oh man, that is so funny. I mean, honestly, it's probably like, oh, this store just sells a shitload of Red Bulls, so they're just gonna peddle it even harder.
It helps not only 7-Eleven, but also our advertisers, our vendors, to target our customers at the point of purchase. So for example, in the morning, we may target our customers with a message around a hot cup of coffee and a donut. Whereas later in the day, we may target our customers with an advertisement that's around a snack and a beverage from our cold vault.
And for potential customers who aren't at the store, there's delivery, the fastest growing part of the company's business. It's highly profitable for the company, since delivery orders tend to be for about double the amount of in-store purchases.
Yeah.
How the brand's grown for nearly 100 years. Starts with, what's the customer want? Where do we think they're going? And how do we meet them where they're going?
What are these? Are these just like little, what are these? Like the pureed bean taco things with some stuff inside? Bro, I have never had a hankering for any of this. Because it just sits there in the hot box. And just warm.
Going.
A big question is whether American customers will match the enthusiasm 7-Eleven sees in some of its other markets.
In Asia, I think there is so much excitement.
Bro, I will literally tell you the key for this. Okay. Literally, for every 7-Eleven, just have a dish that is like a fresh steak and potato. Everybody likes steak and potato. And maybe you could throw in like a broccoli or an asparagus. And you could even do it the 7-Eleven brand. And it's fresh. All right. They go in. They go, hey, let me get a steak and potato and a green. They make it real quick. You know, quick is like relative. And then, hey, you're in, you're out. Boom. Everybody's going to be eating that shit, dude. Easy.
Around convenience stores.
And how weird would that be? Oh my God, have you tried the 7-Eleven steak and potato? That shit is so good. Oh my God. You know, that'd be sounding so wonky. Oh man, bro, I solved 7-Eleven. Give me my little steak in it.
And the types of food and snacks they offer. So if they can bring even a little bit of that excitement to the US,
we're gonna get some musubis.
That would be a great success.
Dang. All right, I'll be on the lookout for my local 7-Eleven. See if they change their shit up, even though that shit been around for fucking ever, and it pretty much looks like that thing. Like, let me see. Yeah, with all the the dirt lines coming down, it's whatever. I'm being like hypercritical for no reason. But yeah, I'll be on the lookout. Maybe it'll get better. Yeah, that was kind of funny. And good. I hope 7-Eleven brings out like better food options. Fucking good. All right, so yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for me. I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right, see ya.